Hi, Kodi. What was your family like when growing up?
I grew up in a very busy joint family. My paternal parents were living with me at that time, and every day I woke up to the sight and sound of the kitchen where my grandma, my mom worked together side by side, creating the breakfast, lunch for all of us. It's a busy family. My grandma go to the farm, my mom goes to work, and we go to school. But every day they did it as a chore where they create the food fresh from scratch. Witnessing that gave me the thought that the food is not just fuel, it's about the generous act of care and tradition.
When did you first start cooking?
Love for my culinary interest started at very young age when I pretend played cooking games with my sisters and begging my grandma for chores at her kitchen. But in initial years, for many years, I ended up contributing only in peeling garlic, onion, and things like that. But in eighth grade, my grandma officially welcomed me to her kitchen, and she put me in front of the amical, the traditional stone uh, mortar and pestle, and she asked me to create a masala paste, our own family masala paste, and she would spend hours and days training my hands and teaching me the precise timing of when to add each ingredient and the movement my hands need to give, get that consistency or texture of that masala paste and keeping the aroma intact. That is where my culinary journey began. And at that time, I knew that the secret of delicious food relies entirely on how you build your masalas.
Why do you love cooking from scratch?
To me, creating the food from scratch connects me to my childhood, the rhythm of how I grew up with my grandma and mother making it from scratch.
You are so passionate about creating shortcuts to recipes. Why?
I know that the labor, love, and the time it takes to make the authentic flavors and taste to the food. But I also know that in the modern day busy lives, nobody has that time to spend hours of time behind the stoning grind. But I figured out flavor profile, and then I made a way to create shortcuts to get that intense flavor and make that in powder is in my day-to-day life. I had no time cooking for my family when I had other business, and I think offering that to the people, whoever has busy lifestyle, they can create that same taste, that same flavorful meal when they use this meal powders. That's what I created.
What's your favorite Earthy Roots flavor?
I like all the flavors. In different occasions, I eat them. But to me, the go to is the tomato bean because it's easy to drink, it's a drinkable consistency to get my fuel instant. Whenever I have no time to sit and eat, I go by creating it in a mug and drink it, and it fuels me up. And whenever I have time to sit down and eat, black bean chili with tortilla is my other favorite too.
What do you hope people feel when they eat Earthy Roots?
I hope they feel the immediate sense of warmth and comfort of the fresh homemade food. Even if it took only few minutes for them to make the earthy roots, I want them to taste in every bite the love and care it went into that product and the heritage and the tradition into every bite.